Metro. I got one running. Let me see your hands. Get down. What's underneath the house?
Oh, Cops. Well, the bad boys of that show. Be around next year. John Jurgensen, he's our entertainment guy. He is exploring the impact and the future of primetime's longest running entertainment series. Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, 60 Minutes and sports have been around much longer, but as far as a regular entertainment series, Cops is now the last one standing on broadcast TV.
Now, we don't know what's going to happen with it next year. Is that a little bit up in the air?
It's up in the air. It's going to have its 25th season coming up, starting in December. It's the 25th season. The 26th season is very much in doubt. Fox has slashed the orders for the show. It's only doing about 16 episodes this season. I think the creators are very restless. They're very worried about the way the show doesn't get promoted on Fox. Hasn't for a long time, but Fox has prioritized sports on Saturday nights, which is where Cops has been a workhorse for 20-odd years.
The weird Saturday night, like Who Wants to Be on Saturday night, but they've made it work.
It's been in that time slot since almost the very beginning.
So let's break it down in the way that only John Jurgensen can, and let's talk about why. I mean, who wouldn't want to have a 25-year run? What have they done that's continued to work so well for so long?
And the strange thing is this mix of familiarity and novelty. So it's the same formula every time. There's three different kinds of stories, starting with an action sequence and then it's kind of a think piece at the end. But the thing that changes is you go from city to city. You're with new cops every week. You're with new suspects every week. So you don't have the kind of burnout of a character-driven show. To kind of really get old and dated.
But you don't have the investment in the characters either, which you do on some dramas.
Exactly.
But somehow we play into that because they have to get to the action, and they always do. As a viewer, I've always wondered, now, how do they have to get approval from the suspects that get arrested? How does that work, John?
They get release forms from these subjects. If you see a blurred face, they haven't gotten a release form. If you see their face and hear them talking on TV, they've signed a release form allowing their image to be portrayed on TV. And that is sort of the art of this show. And part of what helps them is that the show is so high profile and is such an institution that a lot of people want to be on the show, even criminals. It's kind of a badge of honor for them. And what's interesting, though, is that the camera crews are so good at kind of being flies on the wall. And they say that the folks who don't notice the cameras are usually the best stories because they're in the heat of the moment. They have this tunnel vision on the cops, and sometimes they don't even know the cameras are there because they're so worried about getting arrested or getting punched out or whatever.
Well, that's good. They shouldn't be worried about getting arrested. That's heartening to me. You know, in the beginning, you were saying that the formula could have been different, that they thought actually about making it more of a drama, going into these cops' homes and talking to their families. Why did they decide not to do that?
In the very early days, some of the Fox executives thought, we want to humanize the cops, we want to see about their personal lives, and that's very much what you see on reality TV today, right? These character-driven things. But they thought that seemed phony, it seemed more staged, which it's harder to get sort of natural responses in someone's homes. They wanted to see the cops on the job, and the producer, the creator, John Langley, pushed from the very start to just have it be cinema verite, focused on this one thing, and that's it. And I think that's a big reason why it's worked for all these years.
Interesting. Well, 25 years, fate is up in the air. If you love Cops, you got to start tweeting, social media, right? Try and save the show. If you don't do anything.
Well, it's always on a rerun.
That's true. It's always on reruns.
It's always going to be there somehow.
All right.